Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Timmy James. So for our new subscribers, you're welcome. I love you. And for our old subscribers, I love you all. So you're all welcome to the family. So today I'm going to be showing us how to cut and sew a kaftan. And to do that, it's going to be like similar to something that I'm wearing. So it's like a free dress. So to do that, I'm going to be using this fabric from my collection. You can check me out, Timmy James on Instagram, Timmy James on Facebook. So guys, I would love to also have you as a family in that other side. So I'm using this fabric. It's from my collection. So you see how beautiful it is. It's like, guys, this is really beautiful. It's called Adire silk. It's mostly a Nigerian fabric. So I don't know if you can find this in other countries. So I don't know. You can also order. We deliver nationwide. So if you think you like it, I mean, guys, you can order from me also. So we'll also be needing a set of curves and ruler. I'll be using a pair of scissors and a chalk to mark lines. You can use a pen if you wish. And I'll be needing a tape and an iron. So you're going to be ironing this out properly because the fabric comes a little bit rumpled. So you need to like give it a good press for you to be able to begin or commence anything on the fabric. So guys, because of space, my cutting table here is kind of small. So I'm going to be cutting on the floor for you to see everything properly. So let's get into the tutorial proper. Ahead to fold it in half. That's like from the top of the fabric. I measured my length, then I folded it in half, and then that's horizontally and vertically. So you're going to be folding in both directions like this, you can see. So I made sure all the four lines here, that's the four sides of the fabric here, are evenly layered out. So that's just what I did. So the total length that I want for this dress is 61 inches. So I've gone ahead to make it 62 inches because I'll be needing 1 inch to hem the down of the fabric. So I've also marked a line here, and this line is from here, from the shoulder point to the line is measured 32 inches. Like this to this point of the line is 32 inches. So you can see from here, let me do it on this side. Coming here from the shoulder to this point is 32 inches, this line. And I'm using 32 inches because I want the drape of the kaftan to be under, like beneath my hip point. So that's why I'm using 32. If you want it higher, you can take it higher. If you want it lower, you can take it lower. So what you're going to be doing here is basically just enjoying yourself with it, like you're at liberty to do whatever you want. So now for my sleeve round, because I'm going to be adding an elastic band to the sleeve round, or a rope or something that would kind of like gather it together. So for that reason, I'm not going to be using like exactly my sleeve round measurement here. So I'm going to be using 14 inches. So from this point I'm marking 14 inches like so. Then from this 14-inch point I'm going to be coming in by 4 inches. This 4 inches is going to allow me fold this side of it like twice for the rope to pass through it. Then from this 4 inches I'm going to mark another 4 inch like so. Then from this 4 inch, what I'm just going to be doing is I'm basically just going to be marking it like so. It's just to create sort of a puff around this area. So I'm just going to be marking with my chalk down to that hip point that I made. So I'll just take a straight line. It's just totally use free hand. because this is a silky fabric. So if I use my ruler, for instance, like this, I'll find difficulty ruling it because the material will be roaming about, and it's not like I necessarily need straight lines. So from this 4-inch mark, I'm just going to be connecting like so, sort of a ball, not a straight line, like a curved line to meet this point here. So sort of curving it to meet this point here. Then from that point, I'm just going to come over here. I'm just coming over here to the hem point. Then I'm going to mark from here. I'm just going to mark 19 inches like so, because I want it to like pencil out a little bit, but I want to be able to still walk in it. So I'll just measure 19 inches from here to here. Then I'll sort of connect it like so. So I'm going to do that again so that you see. I don't know if you can see that clearly. So this is basically just, I just made like a ball around here, or a little bit of a round curve around here. So from the hem side here, I just made a line coming to this point. Then from this point is meeting that other side there. So I'm going to come with my scissors and cut before I insert my neckline. So from this point, I'm just going to be cutting. As you're cutting, just make sure that everything is lined properly. So I'm just going to smooth the cut out properly. So basically, this is it. This is what I made. So I'm just going to fix the neckline now. So on the neckline, I'm just going to be making it 3 by 3 inches first. So like I told you, if you don't want the neckline, depending on how you want the neckline actually, but I want it to like fall through one side of my neck, so I'm going to be measuring 3 inches by 3 like so, 3 by 3. Then I'll just curve. You can use your French curve to do this. So you see 3 by 3, just your basic neckline. Then I'm going to cut it out. You can see this is it. When I cut it out, for my basic cutting, this is it. If you don't want your neckline to fall on one side, you can go ahead and cut it like 5 by 5. It will still be fine, but I want it to fall on one side. So I'm just going to open this up. I'll just open this up. Then I'll mark 2 inches on one side like so. I'll mark 2 inches towards this side. Then from the center point here, I'll mark 2 inches again. Then I'm just going to be cutting from this other one side of the neckline. I'm cutting through to this 5-inch depth. Then I'm going to cut again to the other side like so. So this is it. As you can see, this is our boo already cut. You can see the design is just beautiful. So what I'm going to do now is to head over to my sewing machine. Then I'm going to go ahead and join from that 4-inch. I'll join like so, the both sides. Then I'll hem the neck and hem the down. So I'm going to head over to my sewing machine for you to see what I'm going to be doing there. So guys, over here, this is our neckline. So I'm going to pick one end of the sleeve like this. Then you're going to match right side to right side of the fabric like this. Then you sew on the wrong side of the fabric. So if you don't have a sewing machine, you're just going to follow the exact same steps but using your thread and needle. So I'm just going to sew from here. I'm going to sew at first. You remember these 4 inches we took in straight, so I'm just going to sew that 4 inches straight like so. Then when I get to this corner, I'll just dip my needle in and then raise my foot, then turn the fabric, because you really want a sharp edge around that side. Then I'm going to align my fabric like so. Then I drop my machine and I sew again. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll be sewing till I get to the hem of the dress. Just going to flip on the other side and then I'll sew again. So starting off, I'm going to sew it as a straight line. That's on that 4-inch deep depth line. When I get to this point, I'll raise the machine. Then I'll raise the machine foot, align my pieces together, then I'll sew again straight. Then that's basically just it, guys. This is like, it's so simple to make. It's like simple like ABC. So what I'm just doing is I'm just aligning all of my fabric edge together. Then I'm just sewing straight. The good thing about this thing is that there's no special way to do it. So what you just want to do is achieve a straight line. That's just it. That's why I said you can even do this even without a sewing machine. The only problem you will have is how to hem your neckline, but not, it might just be a little bit taxing, but you can still achieve it. So you just sew like that till you get to the edge like this. So this is it. Your kaftan is almost done. It's just to hem the neck, and so I'm just going to be showing you a little trick on hemming the neck. I really don't like hemming necklines with bias, so this is the trick I do. But if you use the fabric direct, they kind of like fold a little. So there's this trick that I use to hem necklines. So let me just teach you that. This is what I do. Just at the end, I'm hemming on the wrong side, so I'm just turning over part of it like this. Then I'm going to be hemming just a little bit. I'm just turning the smallest part you can handle. That's what you should use. So I'm going to be sewing really close to the edge of the fabric, like to the edge of my hem like this. So I'm not folding it twice, because if you fold it twice, you're most likely to get that rumple and all that. So I'm just folding it once, then I'm hemming really close to my fabric. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but this is it. You see, like I'm doing it really close, so you won't do it twice like the regular folding one and then folding two like this. That's not what you do. You just want to fold just one, then you just hem like so. That's how you do till you sew round the hem. Then I'm just going to be doing the same thing till I take the cycle round. So anytime you're sewing, you're hemming a circle and you don't want to use anything like maybe a crinoline or bias tape, or you don't want to just use any tape to hem, this is the trick you will use. So I'm just going to do that till I get to the end of the other circle. Then I'll show you what next to do to avoid all these raw edges that is at the wrong side. So I'm just going to show you what to do. You're actually going to hem twice, but this is the first step. So you can see there's still another raw edge here, but on the right side, this is what it looks like it looks clean and nice. But we're not going to leave it like this, so we're going to sew again. So what I'm going to do is to just fold like this for the second time. I'm just going to fold for the second time. Then on that first line that I've stitched earlier, I'm going to make the second stitch on the same line. So I'm just folding just a little, I mean not even up to 1/4 of an inch. So that's what I'm just going to be doing. So you don't rush this step. I mean, it's a gradual process and you have to do it like one step at a time, so that you don't get it to be like rumpled or not a nice. So you sort of like kind of push it down with your finger to then you sew. So it's a little bit tricky, but if you get it, I mean, that's it. You just push it down with your finger and you sew like that. The lesser the seam allowance you're using, the better for you. So the smallest you can use is what you should use. So that's what I'm just going to be doing. You just sort of like control it with your fingers. At first it may look difficult, but when you do this often, I mean, you will finally get it. So I'm just going to do that till I'm done. Then I'll come back and show you what to do with the hem and the sleeve. This is the wrong side. The raw edges has been concealed. You can see this is the right side, this is the wrong side. So at this point it's almost impossible for you to note which side is the right side and which side is the wrong side. And you can see everywhere is like it's already concealed and there are no folds. As you can see, there are no folds. So even when you iron it, it will even give you like you enjoy it more when it's ironed. So the hem of the dress, I'm just going to go ahead and like hem it. And there's nothing fancy on this side. It's just to fold it 2 times like this, then I hem. This is the hem of the dress. That's the lower part of the dress. So I'm just going to hem it. I fold it twice and I hem. Nothing fancy at all. So that's what I'm going to be doing till I'm done hemming. Then I'll come back and show you how I'm going to finish off the sleeve. Then our dress will be ready. I mean, guys, don't you see that this is like the easiest thing to do? if you're doing this, I think with a sewing machine you can do this in less than an hour. So in case you have some sort of an event, or you just want a dress, an easy dress that you can use for shopping, you can actually wear this dress and wear it up, wear it to maybe, I don't know, but even to a wedding. I think you can wear this to an African wedding or to any casual gathering. You can wear it with a slippers shoe, a sandal, or a covered shoe, or a heel. I'm just going to be hemming also, so I'm double folding like this. The only difference is I'm going to be folding it bigger to allow a rope to pass through. So that's just what I'm going to be doing. Then I will sew just big enough for a rope to pass through it, or an elastic band, whatever you want, but I want to use a rope. Going to keep doing this, and I'll do the same thing to the other hand. But when I get to where I started, I'm not going to close this off completely, because I'm going to be passing the rope through that part that I'm going to leave open. So when I get to this point, I'm going to be leaving about 1 inch open. You can see. So I'm going to go ahead. You can see. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. But before that, let me show you how I make the rope. So I just have this long strip that I'm going to be using for the rope. So there's nothing fancy that I'm doing. See what I would be doing? I'll just fold it, two edges meeting each other like this, just like this. I'll fold here one edge, then I'll fold the other just like a bias, then I'll fold the both of them to conceal their raw edges inwards. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to be doing that just like the store-bought bias. Then I'll close them again. So you're going to be needing your finger, because this fabric is silk, so it's a little bit tricky to work with, but so that's what I'll be doing till I achieve the rope. Then I'll close the other hand and show you how to pass the rope through now. So this space that I left here, that 1 inch opening on the hem of the sleeve, so you see I'm going to use a safety pin, this type of pin, or you can use a loop turner or whatever you have, or a nail or a biro or anything. You can use a pen or anything to push this in. So this is just going to help you to push the rope in. So I'm just going to put this in like so. So I'm just going to be passing the rope into the loop that we have like so. Then I'll bring it back to where I started turning it from. The pin is kind of missing inside, so I'm just going to find it. Yeah, I finally did. So this is it. Bring it out. Then you have the sleeve like this, so you can see, you can gather in the sleeve like so. So this is what I'm trying to achieve. Then I'm just going to go ahead and tie this down like this. You can see. Then I'll do the other side again for you in case you didn't get it the first time. I'm just going to, anywhere there's excess thread like that, you trim it off. Then I'll just fix this in like this. I mean, this dress is like so simple. Then I'm just going to go ahead and pass it through that hole that I left, that 1 inch opening that I left when I was folding or making a loop for this rope to pass. So I'm just going to pass it. So that's it basically. When I pass this through, I'm just going to go ahead and give it a very nice press. Then I'll show you what the dress looks like, and I can't wait to wear this out to somewhere. I don't know where yet. As you can see, I'm already feeling my kaftan. I don't feel like taking it off anymore. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I have a new video up on the channel. And I'm going to put in the link to how you can purchase this fabric in the description box below, so do ensure to check that out. Thank you guys. See you in my next video. Bye.